Hiya, this is Netty and welcome back to episode 2 of Rubbish Rambles. So, I'm in a really good mood today. One, because I've had an amazing weekend away at Minevention. Two, because next weekend, so when you're watching this, I'm going to be away in Italy. And today is a beautiful sunny day. So with those three things, I'm in genuinely like the best mood. So I'm going to start off today by telling you all about Minevention. There is a vlog, so anything I say, if you're thinking like, oh, I wish I could see this happening, you can, it's there. So it all started like we were going to the airport. It was all a big surprise that Squishy was coming. Even the organisers didn't know. I know I mentioned that briefly last episode, but just in case like people didn't hear that bit, just so you don't so then you can kind of understand the story a little bit more. So we were at the airport, like I couldn't post anything that I was there with Squishy, like we had a photo and stuff on the plane. I was like, I can't post anything. I wanted to tell everyone what I was doing. But like we got there, we got off the plane and we got in the taxi. We told the taxi driver, we were like, we told the plan, we've got to try and sneak her into the hotel. Like, we don't know where the restaurant is. Like, we knew everyone was sat in there. We don't know where that is to the reception and all of this. So the taxi driver got really excited and he was like, look, I know the hotel. I know it well. Like, this is here, this is there. Like, we'll make sure you don't get seen. So he took us all the way around the back way, and like Squishy was like sort of ducked down, like hiding in the taxi. And as we pulled up outside, Hannah, who is the one person that knew Squishy was coming, she was still outside, and I could see her looking at me a bit confused, probably thinking like, oh, like, where's Squishy? And when I said to Squishy like, oh, it's safe, you can get up, she like popped up and like Hannah just burst out laughing. So we got in, we got checked in, which was like all fine. Jason, Hannah's husband, we told it like he kind of knew what was happening as well, and we said what our plan was, which was to have Squishy to be a waitress and serve, and he found it really funny. Anyway, Squishy and I went upstairs, put our bags away to then get ready to go down. With that, there's a knock at the door and we're like, oh my god, like hid Squishy in the bathroom, like hide. Open the door, but it was Jason, and he had gone up to one of the waitresses who actually works there and borrowed like a waitress blazer, a tray, and like a cloth thing so Squishy could wear it on her arm. And so it was, and the badge was like Casey, so Squishy was then Casey. So I was meant to go down first and like go into the room, say hi to everyone, sit down. With that, a couple of minutes later, Squish will come in, start clearing glasses and all of that. But I bumped into people on the way down. So I bumped into people, I looked up and I could see Squishy already coming. I was like, no! So I was like rushing through, bumped into more people, like, no! Like, I literally got into the room where everyone was. And I did like where I was like on edge and I knew what was about to happen. I wanted to just sit down so I could try and like film some of it for you. And but I didn't get a chance because I sort of did like really awkward hellos to everyone. It was sort of all like, hi, like where I knew something was about to happen. Anyway, with that, Squishy comes in and starts clearing glasses. Tomahawk spots like pretty much straight away and is like, waitress, can I have some ketchup please? Like joking around, realising it's Squishy. And I was like, oh, like that wasn't that good. Like everyone's kind of worked it out really soon. And like Wizzy Keen sort of said to me like, oh, I thought Squishy might be coming and stuff. And I was like, oh, what? Like everyone knows. With that, no one else realised. It was only the two people by me, so I thought it was ruined, but it wasn't. And then Lisa, down at the end, who is the main organiser of Minevention, it's like her event, she was there and she was sort of like, oh, like, are you look like Squishy. And you could tell that she was thinking like, is that Squishy? But why would she be here? Like, that's really weird. Like, we would know if she was here kind of thing. And you could see her kind of almost arguing with herself in her head. It was really, really funny. And she was sort of like, oh, like, you look like someone, like, you look like Squishy. And because it was, like, across the table, so quite far away, Squishy was like, oh, no, I'm Casey. And, like, Lisa was like, oh, like, sorry, it's just, you've even got the blonde bit. And then Tom then carried on with it. And so he was sort of like, oh, like, should we take a picture and tweet Squishy, like, saying that she's got a lookalike and stuff. And Lisa was like, yeah. In the end, it all finally came out. Lisa was so shocked. It was so good. It was like the best surprise. I've been so excited about that coming out. The other really good thing is when Squishy came down, she went up to the the reception to ask where the restaurant bit was. And the guy behind the counter was like, oh, are you new here? And like went to introduce like himself, like thinking that Squishy was a new member of staff. She was like, no, I'm just pranking someone. I borrowed this kind of thing. So that was really good. That went really, really well. So then after that, it was a really nice evening. When Choo Choo came in as well, he sort of like sat down and he looked at me and was like, is that? And I just sort of like nodded at him and he was like, what? Like, this is crazy. So it was really, really cool. And then the next day, we got Squishy a Steve head thing. So the kids wouldn't see her before they came in. And also when she got announced, she came out on the stage with the Steve head and we were like, can you guess like who the special guest is? And everyone was like, Squishy. It was really, really cool. So it was a really nice surprise. There was like one girl that she came in like right at the start and she was one of the first people I chatted to. And I was like talking to her and I was like, oh, like, have you heard that there's a secret special guest here today? And she was like, no, like who? And I was like, it's Squishy. And she was such a big fan of Squishy. And she started like literally jumping on the spot, like sort of the biggest grin, and was all like, oh. I was like, would you like me to introduce you to her? She was, yeah. Like, so it was so cool seeing like people's reaction, like where there was like some people that were like mega fans and then they actually got a chance to meet her without knowing, so it was like kind of like icing on the cake. So it was really, really, really special. That was like really cool. So we met so many people. We were meeting, like we did a set like kind of like meet and greet like signing thing from 10 in the morning till about 3 o'clock. So that's like quite a long time to be stood there like smiling and signing, but like it's definitely like it's amazing. Like I'm not complaining, like I love it. Like I would rather do like big massive meet and greets and meet as many people. And then we did like different like stage stuff, and there's like one of the things that we do at Minevention is like the Bean Boozle thing and the sour sweets. And what they did though this time is they got, because I can't eat Bean Boozle sweets. I've had the odd one. I've had like canned dog food and I'm trying to think what other ones I've had now. I've not had any of the awful ones, but I'm actually sick really easily. Like if something tastes really, really bad, I will actually just be sick. And I'm not doing that on stage. Even the smell, Tom has breathed on me after having a horrible one before, and I had to run off the stage because I was about to be sick. So I was like, I'm not doing Bean Boozle. So they normally just get me a range of like really awful sour sweets that like hurt your jaw and stuff. Or this time they gave us these cinnamon sweet things that get like really hot. And Squishy and I did the first one, like, because what it's done, I should have probably explained why we have the sweets. So we get asked a question. This time we did true or false questions. So it might be like true or false, Squishy and Netty are going to Santorini next weekend. That, for example, was false because we were going to Sorrento. So like we would be in 2 different teams, everyone, and in our teams we would like say like whether we think that question is true or false. If we get it wrong, we have to eat a sweet. If we get it right, we pick someone in the audience to have the sweet. So like they all pick up their hands, and they can also nominate their parents, which is quite funny. We made a mum this time have a Bean Boozled, and she had the canned dog food, and I think for like about 20 minutes afterwards, like I could still see her walking around the room a little bit like, oh, like not feeling very well. So I felt really bad. I actually apologized to her afterwards. I'm so sorry. Like I didn't mean to pick on you. But yeah, so Squishy and I had a few, and we were like, oh, they're not that bad. Like we can handle that. Like there's a bit of a kick, but it's fine. And so then the next time we got it wrong, we were like, we'll up our game a bit. And we literally just had a handful of these sweets, like so many. We put them in our mouths, and like at first it was kind of like, okay, but it just kind of kept coming. It got worse, and I was like, I couldn't talk for a bit. I was just stood there like, Hannah on the microphone was like going like, oh, like how is it? It was just sort of like couldn't do anything. So that was like really, really funny. That was really cool. And then the next day we had 2 days off Minevention. On the next day, the challenge we did was Tomahawk thought of like it would be a good idea to do the cling film challenge. If you don't know what the cling film challenge is, it's where you get wrapped up in cling film, sat to the chair so you can't move your arms and stuff, and then you've got to try and get out of it. And so we wrapped up Solidarity, also known as Timmy, and Tom in cling film. So Squishy wrapped up Solidarity and I wrapped up Tom, and we wrapped them up, and then they had to race to break out. But what we realised is they when they're wrapped up, obviously they can't move. We've been at an event all day and have loads of Sharpies on us because we've been signing stuff. Like, it's the perfect opportunity to draw on their faces when there's nothing they can do about it. So Tomahawk had a twisty moustache, a goatee, an Uno brown. He had Tommy across his head. Solidarity had glasses, also known as Timmy. I think he had a beard and he had Timmy across his head. If you guys don't know, we have renamed Solidarity Timmy. It's like his new nickname. And so if you guys all want to go and tweet him and comment on his Instagram, he's Solidarity, and just say, hi Timmy, okay? Do that. But yeah, I'm not going to tell you who got out the cling film first. You're going to have to go and watch the vlog for that. But yeah, so that was really, really funny. But we had like an amazing trip all together, like absolutely shattered afterwards, but it was really, really good fun. And I've got like I thought I'd show you some of the stuff I got given as well. And also I got, how cool is this? I bought this. It's a TNT block, but look, it's a pot. We put stuff in it. I've not put anything in it yet, but I will do. But isn't that amazing? I've also got a pot that's like, so if you imagine it without the lid, like this, but it's like my skin, it's my bush baby face here, but I have it as a pen pot. I would show you it, but I don't know if you guys know, my setup for doing face cam and stuff like that is so bad. I literally have a pen pot like this with pens in and a selfie stick coming out and my phone attached. That is my setup, so I can't show you the other pot. Maybe I'll put in a picture, or maybe next time I'll use this one to record and I'll show you the bush baby one, which would be really cool. But they're so sweet. I think they're Me Crafts, MII Crafts, who make all of these. They're amazing. But yeah, so there's that. And then I got given this really beautiful picture. It's really cool. I love it. And that's them and that's me. That's Wolf Angel 123. So thank you so much for that. And then I got a really lovely letter here from Rachel. And there was like also an attached letter for Stampy, which is not there now. It's been passed on. There's that. I got made this amazing mask as well, which is really cool. I put up a photo of this as well. Like, I love it. We all got given these really cool masks. It's from, oh, I'm not going to say your name right. It's Niamh. Nima? Is it Niamh? I don't know how to say your name. I'm really sorry. It's with the Irish names. I don't know if you guys know like some of the spellings and how it's pronounced. Like sometimes like quite odd. Like to spell Aoife is AOIFE. So it's like really random spelling. So that could, as far as I know, that could be how you spell Lucy in Ireland. Niamh. I don't know. I got given a golden apple, someone who knew me very well. And then we've got, this is something that I'm about to show you. It made me laugh so much. So it's a bush and add a baby equals Netty plays. That made me laugh so much. It's so cool. And that is from, oh, their channel is Professional Gamer. I don't know their actual real name though. And then we've got this one from Mia. Thank you, Mia. It's really cute. And then I got given this like card with a little message on the back, which was really cute. And that's from Martha and CLODAGH. Claudia? Is it? Oh, Claudia. Would it be Claudia? I don't know. I'm not so sure. I made this like little card, which is really cute. It's really nice, and that is from Dotty Spotty, Mary Duggan. Mary Duggan, thank you. And I got given a card from Elise Williams, which was really sweet, and she like did the cover, and then there's like a message inside, which is like really nice. So there's that. Thank you, Elise. And we've got given this from Rachel Phillips. Thank you to you. And this is, look how cool this is. So that is from Netty's house. It's like disco Enderman room, which is really cool. And it's a book with, it's got like letters, pictures. Look, my water bucket, Enderman, all my favourite things. Squishy and I at disco, which is really cool. Oh, and Stampy's there as well. We've got swirls. There's like literally going through. There's fish, like different emoji faces. There's Minecraft. Another letter. How cool this is as well. It's amazing. So there's loads of stuff, and there's an area for me to put my photos in as well. So that's really cool. And then this is where there's like some silly photos. So this was all of us. I don't know if you can see. All of us at Minevention. And then there's this picture. We're starting up a band, Squishy and I. We are Disco Divas. And there's another Disco Diva picture. I've got an afro and Squishy's cowboy. And then there's another big photo. If you look really carefully, it looks a little bit like I've got horns, but it's not. I've got a guitar behind me, but it looks like I've got horns. So yeah, Minevention was absolutely amazing. Had the best time ever. Next week it will be a really cool episode as well, because I'm going away to Italy, and so I'll be able to tell you all about that. We're going to a place called like Sorrento, and it's like a town that's like really, really high up, and it's like kind of all like really pretty like cobble streets and stuff like that. I'm going with like my whole family, and Squishy's coming as well, and so I'm really, really super excited. And there's like a road called like the Amalfi Coast. It's like quite a famous road, and it's this big long windy road, but it's like on top of like, it's really high up, like on top of a mountain with a big drop to the sea. It's so beautiful. And then we might be going to Pompeii. Like, I've been there before, but if you've never ever heard of it, it's like, basically it's a place where a volcano erupted. I can't remember how many years. It's like thousands of years. I think it was like a few thousand years like BC that this happened. I can't remember. I will find out and I'll let you know next time. But a volcano erupted and completely covered this like town. And it's like, so it's kept it all kind of like preserved, so you can walk around this town. There's even like handprints where people have rested their hands and stuff like that. But it even, where it covered people, you can actually see like models of the people, but it's the actual people. It's not someone's gone and made a copy or a model of what they think it would be like. They are the actual people. So it's really, really crazy. Like, you can see how it was, all the shops and all the streets. You can see all the marks from horses and carts and stuff. So it's really, really interesting. So that's really, really cool. I am going to try and vlog that a little bit as well. I'm trying to do more vlogs and stuff for you, but I don't know how much I'll be able to do, because obviously I'll be on like, it's like a family holiday kind of thing, and it's my mum's birthday. So I like don't want to make it about like vlogging too much, but I will try and get like at least some, and I'll show you a bit of Pompeii if we go there. I'm not 100% sure if we are going there, because we have been there before, but Squishy hasn't, so that might be what sways us to go. But yeah, so thank you very much for watching Rubbish Rambles. I'm sorry I have literally just rambled on again, but that is what this series is for. I hope you all have had an amazing week and you're having a good weekend now, and I'll see you all next week. Bye.